Beloved son, beloved daughter, listen to the thundering pulse within your heart, for it is echoing the heartbeat of the Father. God has looked down upon the scars you carry and the silent battles you have fought in the dead of night. Archangel Michael is currently descending with a flaming sword to sever the chains of every injustice you have ever endured. The struggles that once defined you are being incinerated in this very moment by divine fire. You have faced double the pain, double the betrayal, and double the loss, but the Creator declares, a double portion of blessings is arriving today. You have only minutes left in the old season of lack. Can you feel the shift? The air around you is thick with the scent of rain. The rain of favor that will make you forget every hurt and every tear that ever fell from your eyes. Think of your mother, think of your sister, and every loved one whose future is tethered to your faithfulness. Their survival and their triumph are bound to the decree you accept in this hour. This is not just for you. It is a generational rescue mission orchestrated by the Most High. Hours remain before the sun sets on your time of testing. If you are reading these words, it is because God has paused the universe to get your attention. All the stress, the agonizing pain, and those sleepless nights where you felt abandoned were merely the labor pains for the miracle being born right now. Do not look at the storm. Look at the one who commands the wind. Archangel Michael stands as your vanguard, raising a standard against every enemy that dares to approach your dwelling. I speak this as a prophetic mandate. Very soon, within minutes and hours, not months or years, you will tell a story that will shake the foundations of your community. It will be a story of how miracles hunted you down, how success found your address, and how the injustices of your past were turned into the trophies of your future. Your spirit must rise now. There is no time for doubt. The enemy is retreating, and the Father is taking full control of your battles. The clock is ticking. Today is the day your mourning ends. Today is the day your legacy is rewritten. Give your battles to the Lord, remain still, and watch as the divine power that created the stars moves on your behalf. The final moments of your struggle are here. Claim it now before the window closes forever. Hear me now, beloved son, beloved daughter. The great I Am is speaking directly into the depths of your heart. I am not a distant memory. I am your shield, your fortress, and your unwavering protector. Archangel Michael stands at the four corners of your life, his sword of light cutting through the anxieties that have tried to suffocate your spirit. You are not alone in the trenches of your mind. Today, the Father declares that He is stepping in on your behalf to fight the battles you were never meant to carry. Think of your mother, think of your sister, and think of every loved one whose hope is tied to your strength. They are watching the clock with you, and God is moving even faster than the ticking seconds. Do you feel the stress melting away? That is the shelter of the Almighty closing in around you. Lean into me. Tell me every worry, every secret fear, and every anxiety that has kept you awake during those long, dark hours. My grace and my mercy are a bottomless ocean, and I am inviting you to dive in now, before the sun sets on this opportunity. There are only hours left to claim the peace that surpasses all understanding. Do not doubt for a single second. You opened your heart to me, you invited me into your struggle, and that brings a joy to the heavens that cannot be contained. You have the divine right to speak to me with total confidence. Talk to me openly, without fear of judgment. I am the one who wove you together in your mother's womb. I chose you before the foundations of the world were laid. I know your dreams, I know your weaknesses, and I am not angry at your mistakes. While the world may judge you and even your closest allies might betray you, my love is a fire that never goes out. I am not waiting for you to fail so I can walk away. I am the God who chases you down when you try to run. When you take a step back, I take 10 steps toward you. Archangel Michael is clearing the path of every trap the enemy has set. Minutes remain. The portal of this day is closing, but the power of your heart connected to mine is limitless. Give me your fears. Give me your guilt. Watch as I transform your sleepless nights into a testimony of triumph. Today is the day the story changes for you and your entire family. The time is now. The Father is waiting. Will you answer the call before the clock strikes 0? Even when you wander off the path, even when you feel lost in the wilderness of your own mistakes, God does not wait for you to find your way back alone. He is coming to meet you right now, in the middle of your mess, to guide you back to the still waters that will refresh and renew your heart. Archangel Michael is standing guard over your mind, rebuking the spirits of despair and confusion that have tried to cloud your judgment. You are being pulled out of the shadows and into a place of divine peace where the air is thick with the fragrance of renewal. Think of your mother, think of your sister, and think of every loved one who has seen you struggle. Today, their prayers are being answered through you. The Father's love and power are not just a whisper. They are a roaring tide ready to lift you out of the pit and fill your life with a purpose so bright it will blind the enemy. You thought you had lost your courage, but it was merely being forged in the fire. Believe in this eternal protection. It was there before you were born. It is here this very hour, and it will remain until the end of time. There are only minutes remaining to cast off the spirit of dread. Do not let fear take control of your emotions. When the world tells you to give up, God tells you to stand still. Even when your judgment is clouded and you make mistakes, the Almighty is so powerful that He will take those very errors and transform them into your greatest blessings. The answers you have been searching for are not miles away. They are right at your door. The solutions to your problems are manifesting in the spirit realm at this very second. The Father is calling you to kneel in His presence now, before the clock strikes the final hour. He finds immense joy when you draw near to Him in prayer, seeking His face rather than just His hand. When the bills pile up and the weight of your responsibilities feels like it will crush your spirit, when you see no human way out, remember the promise that has been etched in the stars. Archangel Michael is fighting the financial principalities on your behalf. Peace and confidence are your birthright, and they are being restored to you today. The time is not just short, it is disappearing. You must lean on the divine counselor before the sun goes down. Your family, your future, and your peace are all hanging in the balance of this moment. God is speaking to your soul. Can you hear Him? The plan is ready. The breakthrough is here. Claim your peace. Claim your victory. The final countdown has begun. Hear the roar of the Lion of Judah over your life. God has declared that you will succeed in every challenge, not by your own strength, but because He has spoken it from His throne of fire. I hold the power, I hold the authority, and when I speak, the foundations of your miracle begin to unfold. Archangel Michael is standing at the edge of your destiny, clearing the path with a sword of divine justice. But the Father asks of you this very hour, Where is your hope? Where is your surrender? He is searching the depths of your heart for loyalty and devotion. Do you truly believe? Today is the day of total conviction. I am your beacon of hope, your safe refuge, and your guardian through every storm that has threatened to sink your ship. Think of your mother, your sister, and every loved one who depends on your spiritual breakthrough. When you trust in God, you aren't just finding a solution. You are tapping into the only power that can move mountains and part the seas. Declare it now, with a voice that shakes the heavens. I believe and I trust. I will not fear, and I will not hesitate. There are only minutes remaining. The Father is leaning down, listening for the sound of your love. Do you love Him with all your strength? Every time you pray, you are not just speaking into the air. You are raining down spiritual blessings upon your home and your family. The deep pit of despair that has held you captive for so long is being filled with light. God is extending His hand to you right now. Do not doubt. Do not look at the darkness. Take His hand before the sun sets on this moment of grace. Even when the world around you is pitch black, and you see no light in your current situation, even when you feel so weak that you cannot take another step, know that your victory is already signed in blood. Because I hear your prayers, your weakness is being transformed into a supernatural strength. Today is the day I will raise you so high that the problems of this earth can no longer touch you. Archangel Michael is lifting you above the fray, seating you in heavenly places where the enemy cannot reach. The clock is at the final strike. Your heart, your family, and your entire future are being rewritten in these final hours. The pit is behind you. The throne is before you. Do not let this moment pass. Take the hand of the Almighty and rise. The victory is yours. The time is now. Take the hand of the Almighty now. Do not look back, for the pit you once occupied is being swallowed by the earth. Reach out and climb with a radical, unshakable faith, step by step, up the ladder that leads to a victory the world cannot comprehend. God has heard the cries that you thought were lost in the wind. Despite the crushing pressure, the suffocating fear, the anguish, and the despair that have surrounded you like a flood, your trust has broken through the clouds. Because you chose to believe when everything told you to give up, your life is changing forever, right here, today. Archangel Michael is lifting you to heights where no adversity can reach you, where the arrows of the enemy fall short, and where the shadows of your past can no longer touch your heels. Think of your mother and your sister. See them in your mind's eye. The same hand that is lifting you is covering them. God saw every tear you shed in the secret places of your home. He was there, holding you closer than your own breath, comforting you like a beloved child with an affection that defies human language. In your deepest sadness, in those hours when you felt the world was ending, it was the Father's peace that calmed the storm in your heart. In the dead of night, while the world slept, He laid His hand upon you and whispered of His faithfulness. Do you remember that morning when you woke up and the air felt different? That was the sign. You were being filled with a joy that overflows, a confidence that cannot be shaken, and a determination that comes only from the throne of grace. The clock is at its final minute. Listen to me until the very end, for the Father is not just easing your pain, He is obliterating it. He is transforming your entire existence from a story of struggle into a legend of triumph. Never stop praying. Never stop believing. The victory is not coming. It is already yours. As you keep seeking the raw, inexplicable power of the Most High, every obstacle in your path will be ground to dust. Today is the day the tears end. Today is the day the debt is paid. Today is the day you rise. God is speaking, Archangel Michael is moving, and your heart is finally free. The time has run out. The miracle has begun. Claim it before the sun sets. The power that is flowing into you right now is not of this world. It is a supernatural force of hope, a divine reason to live that is filling every corner of your soul with a roar of praise. Do you know why God believes in you with such an unyielding fire? It is because even in those dark hours when you stopped believing in yourself, the Creator never wavered. He knows you are a champion, a conqueror, and a winner destined for greatness. Even if you feel your faith is as small as a grain of sand today, know this. It is more than enough to crush every challenge and level every mountain in your path. Archangel Michael is standing guard over your mind, shielding you from the poisonous whispers of the world. God sees your heart. He knows it deeply, beyond the masks you wear and beyond the shallow judgments of men. People will try to manipulate you with fake smiles and arrogant words, but their influence is being broken right now. Do not waste another second of your precious life on those who offer nothing but betrayal. Do not share your sacred secrets with the faithless. You were created for a life of overflowing abundance, not for the crumbs of human approval. Think of your mother, your sister, and every loved one who has prayed for your liberation. The Father is telling you, stop seeking the validation of others. The moment you stop looking to man for your worth is the moment you become truly free from the chains of false friends. If you need a friend, look to the one who shed his blood for you. He is here, listening with a love that has no end, waiting patiently as your pain finally begins to fade into the light of a new dawn. There are only minutes left to let these words take root in the very soil of your heart. God is asking you at this moment, do you believe? Will you stay with me until the very end? This is not just a message. It is a prophetic transplant of divine strength. The plans the Father has for you are being revealed as the clock strikes the final minute. The influence of the enemy is dissolving, and the era of your true happiness has arrived. The sun is setting on your old life, but the glory of the new day is rising within you. Archangel Michael has cleared the way. The Father's hand is on your shoulder. Your family's future is secure. The time is up. The miracle is sealed. Believe and walk into your abundance today. Hear the thunder of the Almighty. I have everything under control. Not a single hair on your head, nor a single tear from your eyes, has escaped my attention. I am the God of the details. When the storms of life rise and your emotions are stirred by instinct, when worry tries to hijack your heart, I command you from this moment on, do not be upset. It is unnecessary. Even when the world tells you things are getting worse, Archangel Michael is standing at the helm of your life, ensuring that my plan is unfolding with perfect, celestial precision. Piece by piece, the puzzle of your life is fitting together into a masterpiece of victory. Think of your mother, your sister, and every loved one who has watched you struggle under the weight of the world. Today, the Father declares, my blessing is on its way, and it will not be delayed. Not by a second, not by a breath. Do not be fooled by the shadows you see with your physical eyes. Instead, renew your mind in this very hour. Do not be alarmed by the what-ifs or the threats of the enemy. You have the ironclad promise of God Himself. Everything is already working for your good because your love for me is real. There are only minutes remaining in this day of visitation. I am reaching down personally to lift you out of the mire and place your feet upon the path of righteousness. Give me your worries now before the sun sets. As you prepare to rest, let my supernatural serenity, my divine calm, and my holy peace saturate your spirit. Focus your eyes on the beauty I have placed around you. Do not let your attention drift to the wreckage of the past when the treasures of the future are within your reach. When difficult news knocks at your door, do not look back at the pain. Look ahead. Archangel Michael is clearing the horizon, and ahead of you lies a different future. A future where blessings are flowing toward you gently, peacefully, and abundantly. This is the vision I have for you, my beloved child. Be strong. Be courageous. My grace is not just a help. It is more than enough to carry you through the fire. The clock has reached its final tick. God is speaking His final word for your today. I love you with an everlasting love. Accept this mantle of power. Accept this double portion. The time is now. The decree is sealed. Walk into your miracle before the minute ends. Hear the finality of the Creator's voice. Accept this truth. I will shout it from the mountaintops and whisper it into the depths of your heart again and again until every fiber of your being vibrates with my glory. From this moment on, from this very hour, you will see my promises written across the canvas of the sky. The clouds will form the shape of your victory, and the golden sunlight of today will paint my love upon the very walls of your home. When the dawn breaks, the birds will not just sing. They will herald the arrival of your miracle. Even the fragrance of the flowers will carry the scent of my grace, reminding you that I love you with a fire that cannot be quenched. Archangel Michael is standing at your threshold, his presence wiping away the lingering shadows of sadness, the tremors of insecurity, and the suffocating weight of anxiety. Feel the emotion of these words as they pierce your soul. This is a divine frequency that can only be felt in the holy presence of God. From this exact spot, you are rising. You are not just recovering. You are ascending. My words will burn within you like an eternal flame, a holy fire that consumes your fear and illuminates your path. Think of your mother, your sister, and every loved one who shares your blood. They are safe. Today, I declare they are shielded in the hollow of my hand. Nothing, no weapon, no curse, no setback can harm you or those you hold dear. You are not facing the storm alone. I am the commander of the storm, and I have already decreed your triumph. You will be victorious today because you are my beloved son, my beloved daughter, and I am actively, aggressively working in your life. There are only minutes left before the great doors swing open. I am moving in your health, I am restructuring your career, and I am healing the broken branches of your family tree. My hands are already solving the problems that kept you awake for hours last night. Lift your head. Wipe the tears from your eyes for the last time. The season of weeping is over, and the era of wonders has begun. Come before my altar today with a shout of thanksgiving. Welcome me into your home. Let the walls of your house shake with the power of my presence. The circumstances that once imprisoned you are dissolving, and the blessings I am bringing are too powerful for the world to contain. The clock has stopped. The decree is absolute. Your victory is manifest. Claim it now.